Hello, all my chickadees! Welcome back to my nest! Today we're going to be checking out the game called Honey Hotline. This looks pretty cool, don't it? It's like somebody's walking through blood, and this music's definitely creepy. But this game is by the same person who made Comfort Pillow and Love Letter, which we played both on our channel. You should go check it out. It's really cool. I love it because both of those were like Yandere games. And this one I don't think it's a Yandere game, but it's definitely got like horror aspect to it. I think it's like horror mystery in a way, maybe psychological. But I really have been wanting to play this one, and we're gonna dive on in and check it out. Alright. Oh, and as always, I'm going to have a link down below to the game page, so you should definitely check it out on your own, or go check out the dev. All the devs work. They work very hard on their games, and it looks amazing. Alright. Ready? Okay. This is an 18+ game and is not suitable for minors. This game contains sexual themes, stalking, obsession, general yandere BS, and strong language. Okay, so we do have yandere moments in this. Heck yeah! Alright, another one for our yandere collection. Ha 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 ha. Okay, but all seriousness, here is your warning. If any of this bothers you, or if you are under the age of 18, please click away. I want all my chickadees to be safe, and we're going to continue now. Viewer discretion is advised. Why? All of this? Why are you doing all of this? I'm sorry. What are you? No. Stay away! Your voice got caught in your throat as you quickly dark your eyes around, examining the place. It was just a dream. Oh, thank goodness. Man, that was an intense dream. It looks like he's in class. Are you in class? You sighed as you calmed yourself down, looking up at the professor currently talking about the current lecture. You yawned as the professor made a closing statement. His class is always so boring. You wonder why you have this subject. It's not like it's important to your course. I assume everyone has their own group already. What? I want the review to be by the end of this week. Now, gather your group and start working. The class is soon filled with various voices of students discussing their project. You look around for any available groups before slumping down at your own desk. I really should pay attention to my class next time. Excuse me. You turn to face the noise and see a girl. She seems to be beckoning you. I like her outfit. You still don't have a group, right? You nod. You look past her and saw two more people. One waving their hand at your acknowledgement. The girl smiled at you and gives you her notebook along with a pen. We're short on one more person if you want. You can write your name at the bottom. What do you do? Uh-huh. What do we refuse? I think I'll be fine on my own. This project seems to be too... Are you sure? This project seems to be too much for one person. Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks for the offer, though. If that's what you want. Okay, well, I guess we're solo. I was curious. You look up at the materials. Fuck, it does look overwhelming for one person. Are you okay? You seem to be staring at that notebook for an awful long time. You look at her in confusion before a sudden realization hits you. Oh, right, the group! You looked down at the notebook and saw 3 other written names. Sion with the word group leader beside their name, Amzi, Fionn, and what is your name? Okay, they're just like, okay, well, you're joining the group. Sparrow. You wrote on the notebook and handed it back to her. Sparrow, huh? That's a nice name. Thank you. I'm Amzi. Thanks, nice to meet you. Amzi, the oldest person in your class. She's about 2 years older than all of you. She seems to be very cheerful and friendly. You've never seen her without at least one other student hanging near. She just naturally attracted people without trying. You wish you were like that. Have you met Sion or Fionn yet? I don't mind introducing you to all to each other. She smiled as she gestures to the other 2 people in your group. Hello, you're cute. One of them you recognized. He's pretty well known ever since the start of the year because of his charming looks and princely personality. He's also the smartest and most organized in the class. You're surprised he hasn't gotten any offers to join another group. Though, knowing how much he loves his quiet time, he probably joined this group so he doesn't have to deal with many people. You honestly can relate to that, yep. We tried to go solo and the game was like, nah. Oh, look at the baby. Okay, I have a favorite already. Look at him. He's so cute. Oh, and he's even got ear piercings. Aww. And this guy. He looks familiar. Have you seen him before? And who are you again? You tried to look at him, but he seems to be avoiding your gaze. Maybe it's just you, but he almost seems like he was hurt by your question. But when your eyes caught his, he's not speaking. Is he mute? At your question, he seems to look away even further. Wonder what's with him. This is Fionn. Fawn? Maybe Fawn? Our third member. Don't mind him. He's pretty shy, so it'll take a while for him to open up. Just give him time. At least now you know he doesn't hate you. Though his name does sound familiar. You're sure you've seen him before. So, now that we have enough people, let's get to work. First off, does anyone have a laptop or computer? Mine got broken and it won't be fixed till next week, he said as he looks at the 3 of you. Amos shakes her head. I'll let my sister borrow it for this week. I thought we weren't having any important projects, so soon. I'm sorry. Sion looked at her sympathetically before uttering out, "It's okay," to her. I moved in my seat a little before raising my hand up. I have a laptop. Great. Can you do the slides presentation? If not, phone can help you. You ponder for a while. While you have somewhat messed with slides before, you haven't never actually made a proper presentations of slides. So, what do you want to do? Let's have phone help us. Come here, baby. I believe in you. You think having another hand would help. Plus, you wanted to get to know him more anyway. Phone, would you be okay helping me? At your request, he seems to perk up and grab his pen, scribbling something on his notebook. Was he always holding that? Oh, baby. He holds up the notebook, showing you the content. Of course, I'd love to. Oh, with a little smiley face. Oh. Yes, this is our baby. This is our baby for this video. I have adopted him. You smiled at the little face at the end of the sentence. It was cute. Alright, seems like everything is set. Me and Em will look through the materials and send it to you. You will make the slides and send it to me for preview, alright? Okay, I'll send it as soon as finished. Can I have all your numbers so we can form a group chat? They all nodded and each one of them take turns to give you their numbers. It wasn't long before you three began to discuss about the subject. As you talked about what kind of materials you were all supposed to get, The bell rang, signifying the end of today's class, and the beginning of your hellish remaining days of chasing after your new deadline. "Hey, Sparrow!" You heard Amzie as she gently touched your shoulder. "If you need anything or have any problems, feel free to contact any of us, okay? I'd feel guilty for not doing anything else to help you." "Sure. I'll make sure to bill all of you my hospital bill for my shoulders at the end of the week." Because we're carrying it on our shoulders, so. Both of you laugh as you pack up your stuff. Sion was already gone by the time both of you were done. He must really be busy. You feel a burning stare at the back of your head and turn around, spotting Phone. You've almost forgotten he was there. "Oh, right, you're supposed to help me, right?" Phone bashfully nodded before looking away, blushing, rubbing his left arm. You wonder if this is his first time going over to someone else's house. "Can I ask you a favor?" Oh, sure." Amzie pulls you over to her corner of the class, far enough so Phone couldn't hear the both of you, and you swear Phone was mumbling something as you were pulled away. "Can you take care of him for me? I'm really worried about him, but he won't talk to me." "Huh? Why? Do you know each other?" Amzie sneaks a glance at Phone before lifting her index finger to her mouth and biting her nail. It seems like she was pondering whether she should tell you or not. "You could say we're acquaintances. But do keep an eye on him, okay? I'll explain everything the next time we meet. I have to go now." After saying that, she smiled and walked out of the classroom, leaving you alone with Phone, who you just realized was staring straight at you. Was he watching us? So... I started coughing into my hand to try to get rid of the silence between the two of us. "Are you ready to go? My house is near here." Phone nodded and followed you out of the campus. I recognize this art. I'm not crazy, right? I'm not crazy. Is this the same pathway that was used in Love Letter? Yeah, this is where we meet the mailman. You know, I'm gonna say this means this is all happening in the same neighborhood. We're in a universe. All this weird stuff happening in the same neighborhood. Yeah, there we go. I like that idea. The sun shines as you walk through the streets leading to your house. It's usually pretty peaceful in your neighborhood as you enjoy walking here when you're stressed. Oh goodness, oh my goodness, I just noticed how far up the music was. Hang on. Holy crap, I am sorry. I am sorry, that was really loud. The sun shines as you walk through the street leading to your house. It's usually pretty peaceful in your neighborhood, so you enjoy walking here when you're stressed. Which you are. Right now. That's why you're taking this road. You look back to check on Phone and saw him looking at the houses. He seems to be enjoying the atmosphere. As you can see, his shoulders losing some of its tenseness. Enjoying the view? Phone flinched when you spoke. He looks at you before nodding, scribbling something on his notebook. Yeah, oh, little ooh face. You smiled, but you can't help noticing, and he kept staring at one house in particular. Oh, right. The Miyue family moved away a few days ago. You remember seeing their kids playing in the backyard when you passed by. It sounded strange, but you kind of missed seeing the kids ripping each other off playing pretend. You hope they're doing okay. You wonder if Phone knew them. This neighborhood is near your campus after all, so you might have seen them too. Oh, hey, we're almost there. Do you want to eat something before we start? There's a convenience store nearby. Phone shook his head, flipping through the notebook before showing you the "It's okay, I'm full" page. Does he usually have a pre-response pages, you wonder? I mean, that's pretty smart. So you don't have to write it down all the time. And it saves a lot of time, too. just having pre-written ones. That's pretty cool. I'm glad. He found a way he can communicate. 5 minutes pass as you reach your house, fumbling between the keys as you unlock the door, stepping aside to let him in. You quickly lead him to your bedroom. It's the only place you can have peace without your stepmother around to bitch every single second. You look around your bedroom. Clothes spewed everywhere on the floor, and the bowl, which you used to eat yesterday, was still on the table. You rubbed the back of your neck awkwardly as you looked around the room before looking back at phone. Sorry, it's messy. I didn't expect to have a guest today. He looks back at you and shook his head. Taking out his pen, he wrote something in his notebook. It's okay. My room is messy too. He smiled his attempts to consult you. It's nice to know you're not the only one who's dirty around here. Though you're pretty sure his bedroom is tidier than yours. You take the laptop on the top of your table and turn it on, the background showing a character of a game you've played recently. Phone still seemed to be nervous around you. You can see him visibly shaking as his breath gets heavier. You okay, baby? You feel bad for him. Maybe you can do something to lessen his anxiety. Do you usually use slides, Phone? Upon hearing your question, Phone blinked. You didn't even notice he was staring at you. He clumsily picked up his notebook that was placed on the floor next to him and quickly writes out an answer. I only have some experiences. I usually don't talk, so I don't do the speaking part. He continued to scribble more words before stopping and crossing it out, trying to find a good way to phase his next sentence. But I can do simple morphing animation between slides. Oh, transitions! Nice! You hum at what he wrote. It could really come in handy if you want to impress the strict professor of yours. That's nice. My only experience with using slides is when me and my friends held slide contests to see who made each other laugh a lot. So I barely use animation. It's been a while since you've seen them. All you are so busy these days. Phone listened to you as you tell him all about the slides contest you had and even showed him some of the slides you made. Oh, look, he's smiling! He doesn't say much, but you can hear an amused puff, seeing as he was trying to stop himself from laughing at some of your slides. Now that you had a closer look at him, he seemed to just be a shy guy. He's cute for sure. It was nice seeing him enjoying all the dumb old slide projects you did. You two decide to finally get to work after a good laugh. You can tell Phone was starting to feel more comfortable being with you, so it makes you feel good. How about we start with the introduction to our group first? Seems like MZ and Sion won't be available till tomorrow, so we have all the time we need to make a dramatic intro. Phone's lips turn upwards and nods as you pull over a spare chair next to you. Usher him to sit beside you as you get to work. A few hours passed as you and Phone look over the current slides. Everything was working as intended, but you seem to be having trouble having this one slide to work. You groan as the picture that was supposed to appear didn't, and almost pulled your hair out in frustration. What did I do wrong? This dumb picture won't show up. The others show up just fine. As you were having a mini breakdown, a hand was placed on your right shoulder and you immediately whipped your head and glared at the figure. Phone flinched at your fast reaction and shielded himself by reflex, showing you that what he wanted to tell you. You can take a rest. I'll handle this. You softened your gaze at the words and immediately felt guilty for acting on your emotions. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was getting frustrated. I didn't mean to take it out on you. Yeah, don't be mad at the baby. He's here to help. Phone waves his hand to reassure you before moving closer to the laptop screen. You move a little bit to the left to allow him access and he begins to work. It almost looks like magic with how he keeps switching tabs and applying different effects to his slides without any problem. While he works, you took the time to study his face. He definitely looked familiar, but you couldn't place a finger to it. Oh, is he blushing? His face was focused, but his gaze was focused, but his face was like a tomato. It took you a while to realize he noticed you staring at him. Blushing, you look away, embarrassed and focused on the floor. The both of you seem to have a common habit of staring at people. After a few more minutes, Phone moved away from the laptop and nudges you, prompting you to test what he's done. You can practically feel his radiated pride as he waited for you to click start. The both of you watched the picture move from its place, combined with a bit of effect as all of your names come up along with your student IDs. Dude, it only took him a few minutes to get it all fixed. You notice how some of the text transitions, along with moving to the next slide, was smoother and more natural than the one you did moments ago. It was amazing seeing how smooth each slide moved to the next. He must have done that while you were admiring him. Oh, wow. When you said you can do this, I didn't think you were this good. I didn't even know you could do this. This is amazing. Oh, he turned into a tomato again. With each of your compliments, Phone's face turned a deeper shade of red. At this point, he's not even looking up anymore because of how flustered he is. Oh, and by the way, wait, what time is it? You open your phone to check the time and your eyes widen at the display. 9 p.m.? It's been 5 hours already? Oh no, Phone, I am so sorry. I didn't notice how late it got, and seeing your panicked face, he quickly waves his arm back and forth and scribbled out something in a hurry. He grabs your shoulders and holds you firm until you can look at him properly and show you his notes. It's fine. I have fun. Please don't apologize. You take a deep breath and you hold yourself straight, sighing to yourself as you leap forward and hug him. He seems to be taken aback by your actions slowly, shakily lifting his arm up to hug you back. Aww. You usually hug your mother whenever you have a panic attack, so it was second nature for you to hug anything near you for comfort after you calmed down. Oh, that's actually really sweet. He was like panicking, and his reaction is just to hug the next person. And poor little Phone was nearby, so we just took him off guard, like, oh yeah, sudden hug, and he's like, oh. It's too sweet right now, okay? It's too sweet. I read the warnings just like you guys did. This is too sweet. I am worried. You pulled away and rubbed the back of your hand, looking away from his face, embarrassed. Sorry, it's something to do when I'm stressed. Sorry if it makes you uncomfortable. Phone looked at you for a moment before letting out a small smile, writing his response in the notebook and hiding his face behind it, blushing from the physical contact earlier. It's okay. I know how much it helped you. I'm glad you're able to find comfort in me. For the next few seconds, the both of you just sit there in silence, too flustered to let out a word. You cough to your hand awkwardly, and you guys stand up. Since I've kept you here long enough, how about I accompany you as you go home? You extend your hand. You thought you saw his expression saddened as you said go home, but he made no objections and stood up and smiled at you. Oh, he doesn't want to go. He takes your hand in his. You notice how sweaty his hand is, and he seems to be having a problem grabbing your hand properly. You guided him out the door and asked for the direction to his place, and started walking towards it. Is his home life not the best? His apartment was closer to your place than you thought it was. Convenient for the both of you. As the two of you stood at the road to his place, Phone started to fidget with the hem of his shirt. It looks like he wanted to say something, and you think you might know what that something is. Hey, if I can, maybe I'll visit your place tomorrow, if you want it. Aww. His face lightened up almost immediately and nodded enthusiastically at your words before giving you a bye-bye note and walked to the direction of his apartment. You've got to admit, he was pretty adorable. Yes, he is. Maybe he's not so bad after all. Contented with today's work, you return back to your house. You had some free time to continue doing all that intro slides after all. With a newfound determination, you open the door to your house and quietly go to your room, careful not to make a sound. You sit on your table as you type out the needed sentence for the presentation, scanning over errors and fixing as much as you can. You remember seeing phone clicking the icons, so you tried it out yourself. It was rough. Maybe you can ask him to fix it if you have time. As you were indulged in your work, your phone suddenly vibrated, notifying you of a new message. You look at the time. You were so absorbed in your work that you weren't paying attention. Huh? Who would be sending me a message at 2 a.m.? And a voice message at that. Curious, you open the Messenger app and play the message. Oh, there's actual sound. Hang on, I'm turning this back up. Someone's breathing. It's just breathing. Is this one of your friends' prank again? They seem to like messing with you sometime. Maybe you should just delete. Sparrow. Is that moaning? You weren't dreaming, were you? Someone was moaning your name, accompanied by heavy breathing and occasional gasp. Wait. um. Oh no, I didn't fix. Hang on. Dang it. Oh, I've just messed up this episode so much. I'm sorry. I think we know what they're doing. They're having a good time thinking about us, aren't they? They're not doing what you think they're doing. Are they? I think they are. I think they are. Yep, they are doing what we thought they were doing. You quickly exit the chat the moment you realize what this person was doing. You throw your phone on your bed, taking a moment to process what's going on. Maybe they were meant to be sent to someone else? Someone who coincidentally have the same name as you? No. No. You shake your head as you went back to focus on your work. Maybe you can send them a message later, telling them they got the wrong number. Before you can even type out another word, your phone vibrated again. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again. At this point, you're sure these were intentionally sent to you. You grab your phone and quickly try to block the number, not wanting to do anything with them. As your finger hovers above the block button, a text message appeared. Don't, it reads. I'm sorry for bothering you. Please don't block me. You nervously glance around your room. The person was watching you. It's okay. I won't hurt you. The next text read, Good night. I love you. The message ended with a heart, but you're not sure if it was satire or not. You were tempted to block them, but knowing stalkers like this, they just use a different number to text you again. So right now, you're going to hold on to this number to try to pinpoint who this person is. You recently changed your number, so it can't be anyone you've known before. You shiver at the thought that they might have known your old number, but never made a move until today. And since they never sent you any messages until recently, so it must be someone you have given your new contact to. But the only people you have given your numbers to are... You gulped as you felt bad for suspecting them, but you need to find out who it is and report them. The police here won't do anything until you have proof, so right now, everything is on your hand. You look through the group numbers. There are only 3, so it should be easy. Tomorrow is the first day of your investigation, and you need to do it before your presentation. You refuse to lose sleep and fail your project for something like this. End of day 0. Day 1. Okay. Wow. This is what we're investigating? Oh, goodness. What if... You know what I'm thinking, right? What if that was actually Phone? Because we haven't heard Phone's voice. And also there is a little emoji at the end of it. And Phone knows where we live now. What if it's Phone? I think it's Phone, personally. Oh my god. Okay. I'm actually going to end this part here because we're going to stretch this out and enjoy it for multiple times. Who do you think it is? Let me know down below. Oh my gosh. This is pretty cool. I'm sorry for all the technical issues I've had this episode. I don't know what's up with me today. I will do better next time. Thank you, as always, for watching. The link to this game is going to be down below if you're curious to check it out for yourself, or you can wait for part 2 so we can see what we investigate. And feel free to leave a like or subscribe if you want to, like, keep up with what I'm playing, which is mainly BL games, as you can tell. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, my dear chickadees.